Hey guys, what's up? It's me, Jam. We're back again. I'm doing another live stream again, guys. I gotta get my phone real quick, guys. Give me a second. We're about to get this stream started up. You know, guys, I just wanted to hop on for probably a pretty short stream for today, guys. We're just gonna do a nice little short stream. We're gonna do some nice stuff, guys. Probably gonna play some Roblox. You already know, guys. I woke up like 6 a.m. today, guys, and I just got right to working on the music. Or probably earlier than 6 a.m. actually was when I woke up. I woke up like maybe like 5 a.m. guys. TBHly. I might need to give myself a little trim up on the hair, but it's alright, honestly. We might just let it grow out for now. Like, it's kind of in that awkward stage right now, you know what I mean, guys? If y'all know what it's like to grow your hair out, you know, you get to that point, at a certain point, where it's just like, you gotta make the decision, man. Are you gonna ride it out where you have it a little bit funny, like the length is a little bit, like right here, this part in particular is a little bit more grown out, but it's like not all the way grown out to the point where it's like, you know, it's not all connecting up just yet. But I mean, you know, guys, you gotta trust the process. You gotta give it time. Gotta trust in God's plan, guys. Like the Drake song, God's plan, you know. That song is so funny, guys. You know, there's certain songs that just, yeah, it's just a meme. They just become memes. We're living in a meme world. I feel like I've been living in a meme world. Oh man, that was great, guys. We made that song, stringing together and everything, guys. Like, hey, you know, we might as well just get it started right up here, guys. Hop right on Roblox. You know, honestly, guys, like, oh, I've just been facing like a tough decision in my life. It's funny, but it's also like I'm being serious at the same time, guys. My autistical hyperfixations in this life, they do end up running quite deeply. Here, let me make sure that we get the chat on screen before we get the gaming started, you know, guys. But yeah, guys, the autistic hyperfixations, they do, you know, the autism is a part of me, guys. So it does run deep in like what I care about in this life. Like, I care more about like these very specific like I mean, you know, man, there's certain things in this life that are just, holy moly. Like, in particular, guys, I'll tell you, you know, this is my little story time for you guys, right? I'm telling you guys a little story here. This is my storytelling session. Consider this Uncle Jam here. You know, if you're, whatever age, it doesn't matter. Because, you know, guys, I'm what they call the old soul, you know, archetype. That's me, guys. I'm an old soul for real, guys. I've been on this planet here. I've rebirthed here many times before. I can just tell because, like, guys, I'm only 18 years old. I already feel like, you know, at first, brodies, everybody. Did I even mention this on any of the streams before? When I was like a little kid, I really wanted to, I just really like thought the rock star image was so cool. Like, just little, I don't even know what age I was, guys. I might have been like 5, 7, something around that age, right? I was really just like, I love the whole, like, just the aesthetic of it, seemingly. Or at least, like, that's what it seems like looking back, right? I might be kind of missing. Yeah, I think it just seemed really cool to me. I think that was the main thing, honestly, guys. That's the thing. Throughout my life, I've just been into mainly I've just been interested in stuff that's like it's cool to me. It's something that I think is cool or like interesting. But if it's interesting, then it's like it's probably also cool to me, you know? It's the same. They're practically synonyms for each other in my dictionary, in my lexicon, right? But I don't know, guys. I kind of lost what we were talking about there. I don't know, guys. I might have to see if we can get it back. In the meantime, let me switch the chat to all messages. Stuff that's cool to me, yeah. Like yeah, just the whole wanting to be a rock star, I guess. So I guess that was in me from the beginning, just from a young age. I kind of wanted that, like that lifestyle, which I don't know. I mean, it's not like uncommon, right? But I don't know. It was just funny because then I don't know. That was just kind of like a yeah. I don't know. I don't think I ever even really listened to any rock music, guys, to be honest. I'm still, like, not really tapped into any rock. TBH, I only really listen to, like, electronic, hip-hop, you know, trap. Mostly trap, really, if you want to box me in. But at this point, you know, we've gotten to a point where it's, like, spoken word poetry over, like, an EDM melody, like some Roblox EDM, like not even just like any type of EDM, because you know we got all sorts of EDM inspired trap stuff in the underground and just like in the trap scene these days, but like specifically I'm talking about we're on that Roblox, we're on the gamer wave in particular, at least right now. That's the era that we're in, guys. We're in the American gamer era. Oh, guys, I might have to go ahead and cop that American flag just to hang it up in my room, you know? Off camera, you know, I got that Ukraine flag, got that Italian flag. Gotta rep my heritage, guys. Gotta represent where we coming from, you know? Or at least my bloodline. And, you know how it goes. You know how it goes, guys. You know how we play it in this Arsenal gaming. You know, that's the thing. It's like specifically we're doing them real video game sounding type of, like really just, it makes you imagine, like my goal here is to put a picture in your head when you listen to my song or my beat or anything. Just to see a scene from like, you know, a Roblox game that you played and you have like some, you know, good memories attached to it, or just any game, you know, really, that you just played in the past and you have some good memories doing that, you know. And it's just similarly to how I got that little dream vision as I was falling asleep the other night to go play Unturned again after not playing that for a while. You know, I'm trying to give people that experience, just like if they hear my music, you know, maybe if they're like really in that state, they might like see some sort of vision or something, or like a flash image appear, you know what I mean? If y'all have ever experienced that, like just this impression of an image just appears kind of into your awareness, into your, yeah, what you got focused in on, you know. Right now we got this Arsenal gaming focused in on. We got the chat focused in on, even though it's empty right now, but that's okay, you know. I do kind of like the comfortability of not having any viewer expectations, because you know, in service of the viewer, in service of the audience has to come last, you know. so that they can get the best product. I can't be worried about what the audience wants. Like y'all might have not seen on last stream, but Slimier, I'm gonna call him. His name is Slimier. I'm gonna call him Slimier for this stream at the very least. And he came in and he said a few things, I don't even remember. A little bit of this and that. Oh yeah, some silly kind of like edgy stuff, I guess. You know how it goes, man. We all go through this phase, you know. A lot of us, you know, it's just, you gotta like almost rebel against the whole puritanical society that's like, you know, oh man, if you play a video game with like yada 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 in it, bro, you're gonna be cooked, bro, or whatever, you know, like violent video games is gonna make you violent, bro, or this or that. It's like sometimes you almost wanna just really show people, hey, and I don't care nothing about you know, avoiding like seeing violence or whatever, you know, guys, we're running to the violence. We want to create the violence or something like that, right? That's kind of like the edgelord mentality, I feel like, if I had to try to put it into words. I don't know if they would be aware of that, but I mean, because I've been there and I've kind of been through that and I don't really like it anymore, because it's just like I recognize, since I am a bit more of a sensitive nervous system individual, a lot of like, you know, very emotionally shocking things, they're gonna stick with me, and they're probably gonna come up as like impressions or like little flashing images, like kind of in a traumatical way, not in a like whimsical, magical way where it comes up and it's like, whoa, you know, I forgot about that, dude. That was so crazy back then, you know. When we did that, we could go back and revisit that now, or something like that, you know. That was also what inspired me to even play Robot 64 again, for like, you know, I did some Instagram posts where I had like some beat clips with the gameplay from Robot 64, or the Roblox game, Robot 64. You know, gotta shout it out, because that's a great game, you know, guys. We are tied for first here. Pretty lit, pretty lit. Hey, I'm trying to go to sleep at a reasonable time today, everybody. What do y'all think about that, you know? Because I think I did go to sleep at a pretty reasonable time yesterday. I would have to assume, since I woke up at 6 a.m. and I felt decently fine. I mean, could have felt worse. We just won automatics by getting a knife kill. Like a boss. Like an absolute boss. You know, guys, this is the curse of being a more sensitive, autistical individual, autistic artist. The autistic artist, you know. It's, you know, it's a tragic thing to experience, but I mean, at a certain point, we probably all have to go through it as some rebirth or another, you know, guys. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I don't know, guys. I pray to God that my body and my spirit and my mind will be very healthy. You know what I mean, guys? How healthy, I don't know, but like healthy enough where I'm okay and I'm like chilling and I'm not like, you know, overly messed up, y'all. For real, for real. Man, what did we lose our like topic that we were talking about, or did we just like finish talking about it? It was like, I mean, we were obviously talking about that before, of couple maps ago, whatever, like one game ago, we were talking about how, oh yeah, I mean, living different lives, I guess, man. I mean, yeah, I don't know. When I was a kid, I was almost like already like deep into this whole like just liking something purely for aesthetic reasons, and I did it almost to the purest extent because I literally just I love the idea of being a rock star, and I don't think I actually listen to any rock music. I only listen to pop music that my mom showed me, really. She put me on to some kind of saucy stuff growing up, here and there, I will admit. Some of that sauce came in through me. That Euro wave, you know? Because my mother's that. She is from Ukraine, I will say. She is from the Ukrainistan. The Republic of Ukrainistan. United Republic of Ukrainistan. You already know, guys. We getting knives up in this Jonathan. But I'm not Jonathan. I'm jamming. Y'all wanna jam out? Visit my channel page. Drop a subscribe and drop that like button on this stream video. You already know, guys, we keeping it running up. Even when I don't really want to hop on the stream that much, I'm still like, you know what? I'm just gonna hop on just for a little bit, guys. Just do a little bit of gaming, talk about, you know, this guy, this YouTuber that made a freaking, it's like a 2-part series, and part 1 is 9 hours long, guys. This series, I watched this around last year, around the end of my senior year of high school. I was watching this series, and holy crippling, like, just, it's just such an emotional thing for me, because it's like, it's more than a movie, you know? Like, movies, for a lot of people, that's like their thing. That's like, they watch it and it might get them emotional, and it might really, you know, kind of tell them something about their life or whatever. I'm low-key getting some ringing in my left ear, guys. We might have to start making music with the volume turned down quieter, guys, just to protect our hearing a little bit more, because I don't even know. I don't know, I got this ringing going on for whatever reason. But regardless, I watched this video, guys. My goodness, I'm starting to get sweaty, y'all. I'm starting to get sweaty. We gotta sweat hard in the game, guys. We gotta sweat hard for the game. We basically, back around the end of my senior year of high school, which is already kind of, you know, it's like it's a big shift in your life, man. It can be emotional, for real. And I was taking some mushies at the time, quite often, in class, yes, you know, all that stuff, all that sort of stuff. We were doing that, and then we were, you know, going to the bathroom. We hit the silly stuff back then, you know, back in high school. It was mainly the silly stuff. I would buy off, you know, some funny guy for my little Pengies, and you know, it did the trick for the time. It worked, you know, guys. I had some great experiences back then with the mushies and the you know, the yart mixed together, like, ooh, baby. And also, well, you know, I'm not gonna say anything other than that, because, to be honest, I don't want to promote anything worse than what I just said, you know? You know what I mean, guys? And I'm not even trying to promote that in the first place, but, you know, guys, it's just like, if I'm talking about it, obviously I'm like, and I'm saying that it was a fun time to do that in high school, like in school, and like around the end of my senior year and stuff, and just, yeah, just for a lot of my senior year, for a while, yeah, I think that was the main time. I'm not sure about junior year, guys. I don't think I did like that often. Down, like, I did some stuff here and there, like on special occasions almost. Like I would very meticulously plan it out in junior year. Junior year, I was still very like new to doing stuff, so I was like very organized with everything. Like the OCD was in full effect, was in full swing, wasn't getting numbed out or like lessened out by the stuff really as much. And so I was really like, I would track everything that I did. I would track like what days I did it and like how much, the amount and all that. I would track it all, guys. I would keep it all in my notes app on my phone, and I would make sure to do my best, in regards to pretty much all the stuff, to keep it pretty healthy and chill and maximally effective without losing, without getting those diminishing returns, guys, because once you start getting diminishing returns, it's kind of just like, yeah, I mean, I've already experienced this, but like a better form of it before, I don't really need to experience a lesser form of this just repeatedly. I'd rather just experience it like fully again, whenever I can do that again. Might as well just wait until the next time. But then it gets to a certain point where it's just like, yeah, I don't even want to deal with the after effects of most of this stuff. But hey man, in regards to the mush, I've been wanting to do it again for a while, guys, but I think the last time I tripped was like a year ago at this point, probably. And I think now we've gotten to a point where it's just like, I want to do it again, I'm trying to do it again because I felt like it made just the whole act of creating music and just existing in the world overall, like it just made it super fun, just way more fun than like, I mean, a lot of stuff, I can already find a lot of stuff pretty fun. Like when I'm recording a song and it's like a fun song, like it's a song where I'm just kind of saying some funny stuff, kind of like I don't really care that much. I'm just doing whatever I think of really, and like whatever I want to do. I'm just not really caring that much, that childlike free-spirited attitude. When I get in that mode, that's fun, and there's plenty of different moments like that in this life. Like even just playing Roblox, sometimes there's like some funny people, you have some good moments in terms of like your gameplay abilities, like you get some nice group eliminations and stuff, guys. Oh yeah, we were talking about that. I'm so like all over the place, guys, but I just remembered before we were talking about how Slimier came in to the stream last time, and he basically said, yeah, he was being edgy, right? And I was talking about how, all that, how I get it. I remember being edgy and stuff, but now I'm not really there anymore because I'm just like, I don't really like the whole disturbing imagery, graphic kind of imagery, even if it's like fake or like animated or digital, like still like that kind of very overly kind of shocking, like really body horror or whatever. That too, to an extent. I mean, you know, it's just like, yeah, I mean, you know, just horror in general, guys. I mean, to each their own, right? But horror is like a very, I mean, you know, sometimes you probably need that, right? You need that, like, you just need to get kind of, I guess, shocked back into like vitality or something, you know? If you're like really feeling like, I don't know, I don't even know, like apathetic, I guess. You need to be like, whoa, yeah, okay. Like you need to do that or go on a roller coaster or something, you know, I don't even know. But I feel like that's kind of the same thing, you know, like roller coasters and like horror movies. They're both very like rush heavy activities for sure ski. They like, you know, it's very much about like whoa, like it's a very crazy experience because it's basically like controlled fear, you know, like you're going through something scary, something that is like objectively, it's like a scary experience for a human being to go through because we were never meant to be in like a roller coaster or like in some sort of like schizophrenic nightmare situation, which like I feel like probably the best horror movies are probably inspired by like, you know, somebody's experiences with guys, my eye feels so horrible, guys. You know what happened earlier was I was freaking laying down and I just like I think I like accidentally like just somehow like grazed my eyeball on like the blanket or something. Like I don't even know, guys. It just feels kind of hurty and it just doesn't feel good. Like, you know, it doesn't feel like really bad, but it's just like I've felt this pain before. I know it'll go away, but it's just like it's just painful, you know, guys. It really is. But I mean, I guess there is nothing I can really do about it. It's just like I keep on kind of going and trying to mess around with my eye because, you know, sometimes it's like just instinctual, you know, sometimes it's like I have something in my eye and I want to go ahead and clean my eye out. So I just wipe my eye away, you know, and it doesn't work this time, guys, because just applying more pressure is just gonna make it probably worse. I don't know, guys. I don't even know, to be honest. I might just need more sleep, guys. That might be it. My eyes might just be starting to hurt because like I might not have been getting enough sleep recently, guys. But it is what it is. Like I said, we're probably just gonna do a pretty short stream for today. You know, I've been messing with the fact that recently most of our live streams have had like one or like very minimal breaks inside of them, and I feel like they've been pretty well timed for the most part with when we take them. Like, I mean, yeah, honestly, I can't complain at all, especially since we've cut out all the, you know, the break periods from all of the streams, the previous streams at this point. All those videos, they're all nice and viewable here. See, guys, now I gotta see if I can try to stop squinting my eyes here. Regardless, while we're on the topic of last stream, let me finish this whole thing about Slimeer coming in. You know, after him being edgy and all that, we can just forget about the rest of any of that because I think we covered that topic well enough. The whole edginess topic. At this point, you can, you know, the eye thing actually ties in. The eye thing ties in to the whole horror thing because here's another thing, guys. I am gonna go on another tangent here. Before I'm gonna keep edging you guys on the Slimeer finale to what I'm about to, you know, the thing that I'm about to say about Slimeer, but I won't forget about it, right? Maybe I will, but I hope I don't, you know, guys. So basically, The eye thing, guys, honestly, from like a young age, like when I go in stores and stuff, anytime like there's like metal things, like these metal hangers sticking out, with the little metal hooks and stuff like that, like just anything like that, it's just like it would like hurt my eyes walking past them, or like being too close to them, just imagining like poking my eyes out, basically. Like I don't know, that might have happened to me in like a previous life, guys, to be honest, going back to the whole previous lives thing. But that's just a joke, it's, don't take that stuff so seriously, guys. We don't actually know anything. We probably know like maybe like one millionth of what there is to know. With our brains can only know really just like the tip of the iceberg. We got to go beyond our brains. Like, you see that guy has his brains exposed, guys. So basically the whole point is circling back around, it's just, I'm a very sensitive kind of guy when it comes to these images and impressions. With some of them, I have no idea where I even got the whole thing of like my eyes being like I gotta protect my eyes so that they don't get like poked and like stabbed. Like, I don't want to get my eyes stabbed out one way or another. I don't know where that came from. Maybe I saw some like scary video when I was a kid, guys. I might have. I can't lie. I have no idea. I have no clue. But guys, it's okay, guys. We're still young, for at the very least, right? It is what it is, guys. It is what it is. Anything that happens, we'll make do. There's, people thrive. They're not just surviving, but they're thriving while blind. While living blind, while, all this stuff. And at the end of the day, if you need to go through some intense kind of suffering just for some higher purpose that we have no, like, idea about, and we probably won't have any idea about until, like, a while after, like that, I mean, I have no idea why that had to happen, guys, but at the very least, I can just keep on playing, That's the thing. At the very least, you can keep playing the game, even if you don't know why the stuff that happened did happen. This is true. Alright. Yeah. I think that covers the whole sensitivity topic, as well as the, just covering, finishing up, putting a nice bow and ribbon on the whole thing of why I'm not into this, like, scary, edgy, horror, gory, like, overly violent, just graphic media stuff. Like, it's just like, bro, all of our minds are impressionable, but it's like, how aware are you of it? Some people are less aware of it than me, and some people are probably more aware of it than me as well. Well, yeah, definitely. I'm not the most aware of, like, every single little influence, obviously. We've already shown that, because I don't even know where I got, guys, you know what I'm saying, guys? The whole point, guys, this guy came in, Slimeir came in last stream while we were playing Unturned, as I was wanting to do, from my dream. I just wanted to do it again, and do it with you guys on stream when we do it again for the first time in, longest time. First time in a while, guys. And, just for real, this guy came in and he said, like, play Gorebox or, like, Melon Head or something, I think. And it just, to me, sounds like two, like, horror games. It's just all horror games. And I'm like, okay, you do you, man. Just don't tell me what to do, man. If you like to play these horror games and stuff, if that's what you're really, really into, then go on ahead, my guy. I'm not stopping you. Nobody's gonna stop you except for perhaps your mother or your father if they put some safe filters on your device if you're, still real young and your parents are actually smart, enough, because really all of us, when we're really young, when we're that young, yeah, we're like really extra impressionable, to a higher extent even than we already are. We already are pretty darn impressionable, even, just on a typical, like, whatever age, just an average human being. Regardless of age, guys, regardless of age, we're all very susceptible in one way or another to, what else informs this human self other than just like everything that we've really just been through in the past. And then like sometimes it's almost like some miracle happens by the grace of God, and God kind of just allows us to do something different or like break a pattern, like some kind of door opens up through just like this little whisper of intuition in your heart, you just know what to do, like how I knew that I had to play that Unturned on stream. And honestly, I think it did something important for me. I think it gave me an important experience in regards to this whole streaming thing. It's like sometimes less is more, guys. Sometimes less definitely is more. Sometimes more can be more, but sometimes less is more, because if you can just get to the bare essentials of whatever you need, I mean, really, us human beings, we can survive off of a pretty... We don't need that much to survive, guys. We can survive in some pretty crazy climates. I mean, right here, that's a pretty prime example already, guys. We humans have figured out a way to get consistent hydration, clean water, just in the desert, where I live. Where it's hot all day. Most of the days, not really. It's just mostly, summer. Of course, summer's hot. Summer's always hot, Winter, it depends, guys. Sometimes it gets colder. Sometimes it's like almost, it's kind of funny. Global warming, guys. Is it real? It's real. If you believe hard enough in it, then it becomes real. It's like Santa Claus, guys. That's what global warming is like. We're number one in the server right now, guys. So yeah, finishing up the whole point about, slimier. We'll see if we actually can finish it up. It's like, I just couldn't compromise and go against what I knew was right, following my, little dream vision that I had halfway falling asleep the night before, after we ended the last stream before it, before the episode that we just did yesterday, or whatever. I think we did it yesterday, guys. I'm pretty sure we did it yesterday. Guys, sometimes the days kind of start to blur together a little bit, but, it's kind of fun sometimes. It can be kind of fun. It can be kind of funny, It's a growth period, guys. It's a period of growth and evolution, guys. I'm trying to learn how to find a balance, how to strike a balance here between just doing what I want to do and doing what God wants me to do, really, right, guys? Like, because what I want to do is just like, I don't even know, bro. Like, it can change, like, it's like, why do you want to do it? That's the question, right? Why do I want to win this Arsenal game right now? Because it's like, I want to prove to myself that I've done anything in this stream, right, guys? That's part of it. That's part of it, right? The more I win in the game, the more it feels like it's actually like we're the main characters here. I'm the main character player because I'm the number one. And you know, the more I win, the more we actually seem to have an impact on the game here, guys, you know? That's what it is, right? But in the end, isn't it just enough that we're able to play the game in the first place? Like, the very fact that we're capable of hopping on the stream and playing the game at all, and then just simultaneously, while we play the game, talking about life, talking about what life experiences I've been going through recently, guys. And yeah, honestly, next stream, guys, for the 15th stream, I think I might have to just go ahead, hang up the towel on Roblox for the time being, at least while we're on stream. This might be the last Roblox stream for a little while, but we'll see. I don't even know, guys. I mean, I can't really, you know, like I said, I can't really trust what my brain wants me to do. I, quote unquote, want to do 100%. I gotta strike that balance between it's like just being adaptable to whatever happens in the universe, whatever the universe throws at you or sends at you. It's like, you know, everything is really trying to help you for one thing or another. Like, it's really all trying to help you succeed. So it's like, which stuff seems like it's working the most, you know, smoothly? That's probably where you should go. Or which one is like seemingly working, you know, most strongly. I would, you know, it's like the most intense emotional reaction, you know, guys. This is what we're saying. This is what we're saying. The most intentional, the most intentional, the most intense emotional reaction. Like if you're experiencing some, guys, oh no, guys, my eye looks fine, guys. Does, like, you know, obviously the veins or whatever, that's fine. Like, that's just like, you know, low fat skin, I guess, and like dilated veins, you know. But my eyes themselves, they look fine, right, guys? Oh my goodness, it's just this one right here feels all messed up. Oh no, guys, I gotta pray real hard that it's like overnight it just gets better. I really do hope, because if it doesn't, then I'm like not feeling so good, guys. I don't know, but I mean, the whole point, guys, yeah, just following the flow of what we're talking about right now, guys. I'm just trying to really follow my inner guide of what I want to do. And what I've been wanting to do for a little while is go back to this one YouTube video that I watched, you know, that 9-hour long. Well, it was just, I watched a bunch of these videos, not all of them, but like a lot of the not as scary videos. I did watch a few of the scary videos on this guy's channel, but this guy, Flawed Peacock, you know, if y'all have ever heard of him, then you're probably a goat. I'm not gonna lie. If you watch that guy's videos, then you're probably a goat. I probably mess with you, bro. Like, honestly, at that point, shoot me a DM on Instagram and like let me know, like, bro, I'm a Flawed Peacock fan as well. I love his videos. Like, let's be friends, bro. And I'm like, bet, bro, I'm down. Like, we have something in common there, at least. Nah, guys, if there's any girls watching, I mean, not really girls, like women, you know, guys. You know what I mean by girls. Not, you know, we're in the post, you know, I don't even want to say his name, guys, because I don't want to get this video anything, you know. any kind of flags or warnings or anything, or get it like any kind of topic, shadow bans or anything. But let's just say Mr. E. Mr. E. After him, we're in the post Mr. E era now in this world. So we gotta kind of specify now, guys. Or at least in my opinion, I do think it's somewhat useful specifying. My eyes. Too much hurty, guys. It's too much hurty. It is too much hurty in my eyes. It's like, the thing is, it's not just in my eyes, it's like all in my face. Like, and my neck and just everything, guys. Holy moly, guys. I don't know, guys. I might just need to really let my body take a break and a rest in this life, like, for a while here, you know? Like, give myself a good sleep and just take a break from everything that's not conducive to one's best health interests, you know, guys. Still, you know, guys, I do think it is worth clarifying in the post Mr. E world that we are talking about women's, not girls in particular. Women. I could get down with like a 25-year-old woman to like kind of take care of me and nurture me and all that. I know these, you know, people in general, like the mainstream collective society, they're kind of tired of like, oh, all these men just want like a mom for their partner. And like, I mean, bro, like, can I not just experience it for the one time just to know what it feels like? I just want to know what it feels like so I can be like, okay, I experienced that. Like, now I'm good, bro. Like, at least I don't gotta, like, when I die, I don't gotta reincarnate back onto Earth just to experience what it's like to be loved by a mother, you know, nurturing motherly GF, right? Best archetype? I don't know, guys. I don't even know. I don't know nothing, guys. I've been in like maybe like 1.5 relationships, something like that, guys, and like, I don't know, a few little like friendships that kind of turned into friends with benefits, or like, you know, they got a little bit like this or that, you know, some, you know, tension developed, or, you know, this or that. But honestly, I'm pretty much a noob when it comes to that whole like dating and love realm. I mean, you know, to an extent, I definitely have experienced my fair share of heartbreak. I've probably experienced more heartbreak than I have actually experienced like, you know, love, or like a relationship where like we platonically you know, platonically, that's one thing, that's good. Platonic love can be pretty fulfilling, for sure, especially when it's coming from a place of purity, like pure intention behind it, when they're not just trying to get something out of you. And they're not just trying to get something out of me, like telling me that I look yummy, when it's like, bro, I know how I look. I get it, bro. Like, I mean, sometimes I look good, sometimes I look a little bit funny, you know? Sometimes I feel good, sometimes I feel a little bit funny. This is the way that life goes, guys. Like, I mean, you can't really, you know, can't get 100%. Can't get 100% in this world, you know? Can't get it perfect. We're only human after all, guys. We're only human. We are only human beings. We cannot be perfect as much as we might want to be. But, we are number 1 in the game right now, so that's good. That's cool. It's lit. King Piggy, guys. What were you talking about? Yeah, just yeah, it's like getting that experience of just experiencing like the energy exchange with another human being, you know, like interacting with another person, developing a relationship. A lot of people, for them, like people will say like this is the most important thing in life. Like this is how you experience God or whatever. It's like through your relationships with other people. It's like, you know, you gotta see God in other people. Like you see God in yourself first, and then you can see God in other people. But like, you know, that's the thing. People think that they see God in themselves or whatever, and then they think that they're seeing God in other people. But then it's like, you know, you gotta go through that phase where your mind is kind of making this whole like funny like imagination game, you know, that it's playing. Like you're imagining like you know what you know what you're talking about with stuff, with all the spiritual ideas and stuff, until you actually like, you know, meet somebody who actually puts you to the test for real, and then it's like, well, you know, well, 'tis what it is. At the end of the day, guys, you know, this life's too complex for us with our little human brains to understand it, you know? Like, oh, why didn't I win there? Why did Disney 11534 win? Maybe because they're younger. Maybe they have more energy playing the game. Maybe they're not like, you know, doing the things that I do that like basically make me more tired, you know, guys. So it's just like we don't know. We don't know what these other people's lives are like. And honestly, yeah, we only really know what our life is like unless we're around like other people like all the time. Like if we're around like family all the time, then yeah, that might be an example of where you actually kind of start to see what someone's day-to-day life, how they act, just moment to moment, how they tend to respond to certain different situations and desires and cravings that they get. You know, guys, it's just funny because like I have experienced my fair share of like deep, pretty deep, like the romantic connections, even the like, you know, quote unquote friends with benefits or whatever, and that kind of stuff, like the stuff that's more casual that I didn't actually really like, you know, we weren't considering each other as like dating partners, but we were kind of just, I don't know, kind of lonely, I guess. Probably just wanted that attention, that validation. That's really what it came down to for me. I realized in my last relationship, that definitely opened my eyes for me to a lot of things that I had going on inside of me. And yeah, one of them is just like I would a lot of the times just go and seek out like female attention from the feminine energy, you know, try to go back to like people that it's like, oh, I might have a chance to like reignite something here, right? Like for a while that was like my mindset. I was like, oh, if you had them once, you can always get them again. There's always a possibility for it to happen again, guys, because it's like they could get back to that point where they're like down bad enough themselves where they just really like, they're like, okay, you know, we'll go back and do this again, we'll try this out again, see how this works. And I'm always like trying to grow and change as a person, so that makes it fun for me, right? Sometimes I go back to old people, right, expecting that like they're gonna find it interesting how much I've developed or changed, but I mean, probably sometimes they don't really want to like pay attention to that. They probably just want to like, you know, keep the image of you that they already had in their head. But then also there's just the whole thing of like, yeah, bro, you can change, but like that doesn't necessarily mean that you guys are gonna like match up. And like, you know, it's like if you guys didn't already meet and you guys were already like matching to begin with, it's like, I mean, you know, sometimes maybe you guys will start out as friends and then you kind of grow together to a point where you're both kind of at the same level, right? That could be possible as well. You know, someone popped in, guys. Hit that like button, guys, if you want to. If you want to hit that like button, make sure to hit that like button and hit that subscribe. Because, you know, we're on Roblox gaming every day, man. Talking about that real life. Talking about that real deal life stuff that nobody else is willing to talk about these days. Nobody else is willing to speak the facts, the real truth. Nobody else. Our viewer left us, thankfully. Thank God they left us, guys, honestly. If they stayed with us while I was talking about that kind of personal stuff and just, you know, didn't say anything in the stream or anything like that, like, we did get a like from them, I think. I think they did give us a like before they left, which is actually goated. That is a huge W from on that individual's, like, I'm giving them a W in my own chat. Like, I'm about to drop a W in my chat for whoever just came in and liked the video for me. That was freaking goated, lit, and epic. That's just real deal support right there, guys. That just shows me how loyal and true the Jam fan base really is, guys. Someone just popped in. The first person to pop in the whole stream just came in. They didn't even say anything. They probably didn't have the chance, or like, you know, they might be too tired or something to actually have anything to say to me. But at the very least, they were definitely able to follow the direction or the advice that I gave more so to speak. I like speaking about soda, guys. You know how we do it. Anyways, back to what we were talking about, you know. Yeah, it is possible to, like, you know, you become friends with someone and then, like, you know, you guys are both similarly, you know, from the beginning there still has to be some sort of chemistry there, right? Otherwise you guys wouldn't be friends to begin with, right? Like, otherwise, like, why are you guys even, like, hanging around each other? Unless it's just because it's, like, solely, you know, that, you know, impure intentions, like, just, you think that they look attractive, you think they look good, you want to, like, do something with them, you know? You wanna, you know, do this or that. You want this, you want that. That's basically all it is, just what do you want, right? Or do you want, like, just the experience of the person themselves, just going out and, you know, being friends with them and experiencing what it's like to have a conversation with them and talk about, dive into different subjects that each of you explore, just learn about each other, right? Because ideally, I mean, it would be mutual, right? It would not be a one-sided thing where it's like one person is learning about the other and then the other person doesn't want to learn anything about you. That would just be silly, guys, right? So we're just, you know, I mean, it's mutual on both sides. Like, that makes sense, you know? It would have to be for a balanced and healthy relationship. Right, guys? Am I right or am I right? But yeah, basically the point is, no matter what, if you're trying to have any kind of relationship with anyone and have it be like any sort of, like, have any kind of depth or working out at all, you are gonna have to have something in common there. Like, there has to be some commonality, basically. And then once the commonality kind of disappears, if it does at some point, once that's gone, I mean, is it really, you know, the relationship's kind of already over at that point, guys, if we're being for real. Like, you know, the only thing keeping it alive at that point is just like duct tape and, you know, this and that. Oh boy. Oh boy, we won again, guys. We won again. Thank you, God, for helping us. These people on the game right now are pretty swagged out. They're pretty swagalicious, in my personal opinion. I can mess with them pretty heavy. Dang, guys, they might choose automatics over Concussion Mania, unfortunately. But yeah, guys, you know, with the whole topic of, like, trying to find love and heartbreak and all that, I mean, you know, guys, you know how heartbreak is. Just from a young age. Like, I don't know, guys. Yeah, I'm definitely an old soul, guys, because I came into this life when I was a kid. Like, I was already, like, I already wanted to get it going. Like, I wanted, like, that's almost why it's like now I'm almost more a little bit kind of chilled out on, like, diving too fast into, like, some sort of, just one night stand, or like just some meaningless little like thing that like was just someone that's like they look good, but I don't really, you know, care too much about them. Like, I don't know them really personally or anything, like, or I'm not even like, you know, there's like no actual deeper attraction there. It's just purely surface level, just purely physical. If it's just that, then it's like, you know, I don't know. I'm a little bit more hesitant. I have kind of like almost like a built-in not really wanting to do that, you know? It might just be like my own like insecurity or like lack of confidence or something, but at the end of the day, it kind of seems to work out in my favor for the most part, I think. Because from what I've heard, you know, the more, and I have experienced, you know, to an extent, the power of what just lusting, you know, without any actual true romantic, you know, attraction behind it. That can definitely take its toll on your just existence, really. It can make you feel, especially if you're like, you know, like me, like you're sensitive. At a certain point, it's like, holy moly, man, I can't even live with myself like this anymore. Like, it's like too much stress, too much worry, you know, guys. It's hard to sleep at night at that point. It really is. And honestly, take that as a reward, right, guys? This is why my ex, she was freaking, yes, bro, day is not complete without an American gamer stream. Smash that like button and subscribe, everybody. You already know how we come in. You already know how we do it. But, you know what we were talking about, guys. Back to the topic. You know, my ex, she's like always, you know, on TikTok all the time or whatever. And like, yeah, she freaking came on the stream the other day like an evil creature. Well, not the other day, it was a while ago at this point. I mean, it was like, what, part 4, part 7 or something? I don't even remember, guys. I have no idea how long ago it was at this point, but it doesn't really matter, because the whole point is like, you know, when people are like overly caught up in too many different romantic or lustful sexual entanglements of any kind, that occupies a lot of memory storage capacity, that occupies a lot of emotional storage capacity. You know, you're going to be feeling a lot of different emotions for a lot of different people at a lot of different times in a lot of different ways, and it's going to be conflicting probably, you know. So that's why a lot of these people, like, Brody, That's why they gotta go on that TikTok all the time and scroll their brains to mush so that they can't even, like, process the thoughts anymore that are, like, causing them, you know, any kind of emotional suffering. Because that's how it goes, guys. It starts with the thought. The thought is what brings up the feeling, the emotion. It triggers it inside you. Sometimes it's a really nice feeling. Sometimes I get goosebumpies all over my body and, like, tingles from head to toe just from thinking about, like, some crazy idea or, like, something really funny. Something really, really funny. Guys, you know how we do it. We on that American Gamer Gaming reality TV show. Guys, I want all of you guys to do anything you can to make your artistic mark on the world. But, like, it's just so funny because I feel like I'm starting to actually, like, understand on a, like, deeper level, like a level deeper than just mental understanding. I might just be completely wrong, right? I could just be imagining this, but it feels like, I don't know, like after last stream, it feels like it's a little bit different now, whereas I almost, like, on God, no TikTok scroller GFs, for real, bro, because it's like, just the influence of, like, all the trends and, like, just all the stuff that's, like, popular or whatever, like, it's always something. It's always, and it always reflects just the mainstream, like, level of, like, consciousness, just their level of what they're thinking about. It's like they're always thinking about, like, situationships and, like, looks maxing and clavicular and freaking, I mean, whatever else, man. I haven't been on TikTok. I haven't had the app downloaded on my phone in, like, a long time now, guys. I really haven't. I couldn't even imagine re-downloading it at this point because it would just be so, like, it's just out of character for me at this point. It doesn't fit in with, like, the things I do on a day-to-day basis. We just got the Slayer lit. I kind of forgot what we were talking about. If we were talking about something, we were probably talking about something. I keep losing my train of thought, guys, but it's okay. My brain's foggy, but, like, I'm not. You can tell just by the way that everything that I say has some sort of meaning behind it. Nothing that I say, not a single word is wasted. Every single word is used with maximum efficiency. I'm like that, whatever that quote is, where it's like brevity is the source of wit. I'm that guy. I'm the guy who made that quote, actually. But, like, that was me in a past life, before I died and I came back again. I came back again. I died and came back again for the 100th time to play this game. Man? Man? You feel me, man? Oh, whoa. That guy was doing all sorts of backwards long jumps in this game. Guys? Guys, guys, we're getting to that point, guys, where it's American Gamer timing. And I've just been going back and I've been listening to Holy Quote Pull. Factual, bro. Factual. Absolutely. Only the best quotes. Oh my goodness, all the best backstabs as well. They give us our back, or they give us their back for us to stab. But, yeah, guys, I've been going back and listening to a lot of my, like, shorter little song, like, EPs and stuff, like, or, like, really, I have, like, 2 EPs out. Both of them are 5 songs each. And then I have 1 single that's 3 songs long. So those 3 little projects together, like 2 little tapes, and then, that 1 single, just listening to those, for me, it's very enjoyable because it's like the experience of listening to a well-created, a well-crafted short EP that's like, 3 to maybe like even, 7 or, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter the length. It's just more how long is the full project? Can you listen to the full thing all together like pretty quickly to start your day, like just while you're getting ready for your day even. Like that's what I really love. If it's like something that I can just put on as a morning ritual to get me in a creative state of mind, to get me like, it doesn't even necessarily have to be a creative state of mind to go out and like, record music or, make art necessarily. It's like you can just be in a creative state of mind so that when you go into life, you have a more, positive outlook. You're able to think of more creative, solutions that basically make life, it takes a certain level of creativity to be optimistic, guys. It doesn't take much creativity to be a pessimist and to be a, what is it called? What's the word that I'm looking for? Nihilist, to be nihilistic, I guess. Sort of, to just, really, really cynical. That's what I was looking for. That was the word I was looking for. Cynical, right? To be overly cynical, to be like a critic, to just, have a cynical outlook on everything. That's easy. That's so easy, guys. We can do that so easy. It's literally like, when you're a kid, at least for me, I definitely have memories when I was a kid of like, I would get offered like all sorts of different stuffs, like if I'm hungry, and then I would tell my mom I'm hungry. She would offer me all sorts of different things, and I could just come up with a reason on the spot. Like, no, I don't want this because, not just I don't want it because, and then I'll give you a reason why. I'll give you a reason why I don't want that, why I want something else that you can never give me, that's not possible to find. Exactly, man. I mean, everybody has to go through it at some point, probably, to just, like, I mean, yeah, because, like, when I was young myself, I probably followed some, like, hate trends, like, some hate trains, like, Jacob Sartorius, for example. That guy was just creating music. He was just making, baby, you can wear, I don't even know, I don't even remember how it goes, but, the sweatshirt song, guys. And people hated on that song, but he's just a kid making music and just creating stuff that he wanted to make, I guess. Or something. Who knows? Maybe people hate it. Go touch grass. Nice. That's funny to tell Arsenal players to go touch grass. I don't think anyone on here has ever seen a single blade of grass in their life before. Just kidding, guys. Just kidding. That's the thing. It can be fun to just make a joke out of everything. But it doesn't have to be... it doesn't have to be in a way where it's like hating on it, it doesn't have to be negative to be a joke. A joke can actually bring things up. It could be like a comparison between two things that are alike in a very unexpected way, because that comparison in itself is almost like art. It's like, if you're able to compare the Bible to another work or something like that, it can be pretty useful, right? Like, what's the famous biblical allegories? They got what, Lord of the Rings? Is that one of them? Is that a biblical allegory story, guys? Biblical allegory story. I pulled up in the laboratory with my laboratory coat on my, man. We always hitting them points. We always scoring on the board. We're up on the leaderboard. Yeah, we're in last place right now, but I don't even care though. You know. Anyways, guys, it's just like basically like yeah you know, guys, that's how I feel like. That's how I feel like this life is. I think next stream we're not gonna play Roblox. We're gonna go ahead and we're gonna do a reaction to this YouTube video that I love so much. We're probably gonna have to split it up into multiple different parts because I said it earlier, but before our viewer pulled up to the stream, like a real one, like a gangsta, as they do, as the real gangsters do, you know? The real gangsters know what I'm talking about. When we pull up on that jam stream, on that American Gamer stream, part 14 by Jam, none other than the one and only Jam on YouTube. Gang, gang, gang! But no gang activities, only Gangnam Style. You know, guys? Here, wait, let me see if I can hit some Gangnam Style. That's my Gangnam Style. Gangnam Style. Oh, 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 Gangnam Style. Holy clutch. He did good, guys. He did good. You know, guys, I might as well just pull up the video that I really want to watch. I don't even know if I want to show my YouTube homepage, actually, now on second thought, you know, guys. Here, guys, here it is. This guy's channel, this guy's so goated. This guy makes such great videos, guys. Oh my god, only 117,000? You know, he probably deserves more, but at the same time, it's great. I'm glad he has as much as he does, you know? But these two videos, 9 hours on part 1, I remember I watched these near the end of senior year of high school, and it was just so freaking, because this is just such a nostalgia, it's like nostalgia bait game done the best possible way. You know, it's Y2K internet browser simulator type of thing with like all these kind of like it's like it's like the developers went ahead and created a whole world, of course, as you do when you create a game or just anything. You're usually creating a little world for, you know, people. You know, you're storytelling, man. Storytelling. You gotta get that setting going. So basically, the way that these developers have done it so amazingly that I love is they went ahead and they made it like all these like different pages for all these different people, bruh. All these different little people. You know, man, that reaction stream, man. You know, we gotta switch the gears up. Every once in a while, every here and there, we gotta see what we can do to make things different around here and really just do what I really truly wanna do in my heart, you know? And it was just like, honestly, I can't even, like, I tried to watch. You can see I started watching the very beginning of the video. It shows like probably further than what I actually watched, but you know, that's just YouTube. Probably doesn't have that much precision in its like thing there. But I tried watching the beginning, but like it was just too much. Like it's too good of a video, first of all, to not have anyone else to share it with. At the very least, like, share it with, you know, my YouTube audience so that it can potentially, I can maybe even rewatch my own reaction. I can react to my own reaction on or off stream. You know, guys, we have to react to our own reaction a year from now. Because basically it's like, it's been a little bit over a year at this point, like a year and maybe a few months now since I graduated high school. And I mean, that time, you know, it was just, it is what it is, man. This is a big shift in your life, man. You're going on to the next chapter. And it was very fitting that I was watching this very long, like, little 2-part series here with the 9-hour long first part and then 3-hour, 30-minute long second part. So we might have to split this up into who knows how many parts, guys. I mean, starting part 15 up until maybe part 20, guys, who knows? We'll split it up accordingly to, you know, however often we need to break it, you know, guys. But it's just very fitting because the game itself, bet, bro, that would actually be fire if you react to my reaction of, nah, actually I don't know, man. Do whatever you want, man. Do whatever you want, but if you were to actually react to like the reaction that I do, I'll probably react to your reaction. You know, we'll keep the reaction train going. We'll see how many people we can get in on it. We want to build up the best community, do the funnest, the most fun things that we possibly can here. But like I was saying, guys, you know, not to get too sidetracked here, as I love to do, of course. It was just so fitting that as I was entering that new stage of my life, moving on from high school, graduating high school and finishing up that senior year and all that, we also were, at the same time, I was just watching that long donkey freaking little video thing, and it's like about Y2K, you know, the crossing over in time from the 1900s over to a new millennium. Right, guys? Is that right? That's what it is, right? The 2000s was a whole new millennium, guys. That was a new millennium. People thought the world was gonna freaking end, guys. This is true. People thought we were all going to freaking die when the clock struck midnight on January 1st, 2000. But it never happened, and we're still here thriving to the best extent that we can be, at least, you know. We're doing pretty good for ourselves. I mean, I'm sitting here, I'm chilling, guys. I'm just Roblox gaming every day, man. I'm about to go pro. I'm about to join FaZe Clan. You know how we do it. But you know, guys, we're still here 26 years later. 26 years later, we're still doing it. Coming up on 27 years later. That's gonna be lit. What do y'all think is gonna happen in 2027, guys? Because I think my predictions are, I think Yeet is gonna make good music again at some point. Maybe not in 2027, guys. It might take him till 2029. But I hope he does actually end up like really making some good stuff without resorting back to using those hard substances again, you know. I wish him the best for his health and for his career and for his artistic and creative endeavors. I hope Yeet and Rick Rubin lock in together in the year 2027, guys. And I hope that I can finally cross over. You know, I am hoping, guys, because I've been wanting to reach 1,000 subscribers, followers, you know, just any kind of unit of fan like presence, a community that we've built up here to actually basically push out these things that I care about too. Right, guys? It does feel very disappointing and defeating inside of me at times when there's some things that I just care so deeply and so much about. And then, like, it seems as though, like, literally everybody in my life, anybody and everybody that I know personally or have any kind of connection with deeper than, like, the most surface level thing, they're not going to be interested in the same thing that I'm interested in, that I care about, like, hella. They think that's just, like, you know, just, like, it's just funny, though, because it's, like, the same thing is probably true the opposite way, because I don't care about, like, I don't watch no soccer games, bro. I'm not going to watch no soccer games, bro. I don't even know a single soccer team. I could not name you a single soccer team. I have no idea, bro. I have no clue. I could probably name some football team. Just, like, somehow from my unconscious, I could dig it up if I really, like, locked in. I don't know, guys. And, there's probably some basketball teams I have tucked away in my noggin. But, You know, guys, there's certain things that I don't care about, you know, but then there is other things that I do care about a lot, and it's just like super autistic, just retarded stuff, really. That's all it is. But I mean, you know, you can't like not accept that. You have to accept that. If that's you, then that's you, you know? And if it's not you, then that's cool too. I mean, either way, you kind of have to accept that that's just the way you are. You can't pretend to be like something that you're not, because eventually it's just not, you know, you're not gonna be able to do that anymore. You're gonna be like too depressed, or like life's gonna be too meaningless. You're just gonna have no energy left to do that anymore, to like pretend to care about stuff that you don't actually deeply care about. So that's just, you know, that's just what it is. I don't know, guys. I don't know what we were even talking about, really. Just that video, guys. That video is so magical to me, you know. Just, it was like, it was just too good. It was just too good. It's too good, because, like, where else? How else? What other era in history, guys? How is this? This is the only time, I guess. This is just where we're living right now. The time period. The 2020s, actually, is the time when we have, you know, these freaking 9-hour long video essay YouTube videos, like analyzing the story and like these like themes and motifs and all these different story literary concepts, I guess you could say. I don't even know what they're called, guys. I don't know nothing, guys. I don't know anything about anything, guys. I literally know nothing. Booger Time Gamer. I thought it was Burger Time Gamer, bro. This guy's name is this guy Booger Time Gamer, bro? You think he's the Booger Time Gamer? Bro, I'm the American gamer, bro. I'm the one American gamer, the one and only, guys. Make sure to hit that like button and subscribe, y'all, if y'all haven't done that already. If you want to, I highly would encourage you to do so, because that would be really good for your health. It'll give you a lot of boost in stamina, and it's gonna like also make you really happy deep inside. We lost one viewer, guys. We gotta comb out the fakes. If people are just watching just to try to do some funny business, but they don't want to stick around when we have to remind people every time. Anytime anybody comes in, we have to remind the new people. Like and subscribe, guys. Like and subscribe, so you can get more videos directly into your inbox feed, and you're gonna get goth gamer girl feet directly in your inbox feed. You know, guys. Soon enough, we're gonna do, after we finish this 9-hour, in total it's like, you know, 12 hours long. If you do the math, 3 plus 9, guys, so that's 12 hours and 30 minutes in total, guys. That's pretty freaking wild, pretty freaking crazy. And you know, I literally could not react to it by myself, because the emotions that were coming up, you know, like I was saying, guys, that's what I was talking about before I lost my train of thought, was just, you know, I couldn't do it alone, first of all, because I already watched that completely. It felt so lonely to a pretty high extent. A lot of the times it would feel pretty lonely when I was watching it in school, because it's like everybody in school, we're all sitting next to each other, but like a lot of us, in most of the classes at least, it feels like senior year, for my experience, it was just, everybody was just sitting there, like AirPods in, watching some like video, or like scrolling like Instagram on their like iPad, bro. Like, that's crazy work, bro. That's insane work, not gonna lie, bro. On the iPad that's just insane, guys. That's just crazy to so many degrees, to so many extents. But yeah, guys, it's just like, that's the highest feeling of loneliness, I feel like, when you're surrounded by all these people, but like you can't like talk to any of them about like anything that you're like thinking about or feeling, because you know they would never understand. They would be like, what are you spurging out about, bro? Like, who cares? Like, or not even, they might not necessarily say that like outright, but like their energy would tell you that, bro. Like they would be like, all right, buddy, all right, I mean, good for you, I guess. I don't know, man, because they don't like to see someone be that excited about like something that nobody else cares about. Some people, you know, that's true. Drop them hundreds, man. Factually speaking, bro. But yeah, I mean, that was just funny, right? Watching that video originally, and just it was like really deep and inspiring to me, like deep in the sense that it hit me so hard, like to my heart, like deep in my heart. I felt that, like I felt that video, man. I felt that videos. I just, you know, that guy's videos in general, if you don't know that guy, you might want to check out some of his stuff, man, because like there's some cool stuff, man. I don't know, I was watching good deal of it for a time. You know, the inscription videos, I like how he has this, you know, wizard archetype. The Who's Lila video, this one too. This one did pretty dang good in terms of reception, 1.2 million views, yeah. 7 hours as well. So that one's already a pretty big crazy one. The whole Faith series, that was like the scary one that I watched. And I did enjoy that because I thought that game was pretty interesting. It's like a whole like Christian horror game, or it's like, you know, yeah, it's made by a Christian guy, like an actual like evangelist who's gone like on evangelization missions out in Africa and stuff. And then I haven't. This one's kind of interesting. I mean, Jennifer's Body, because I've heard of, you know, it's the Ken Carson meme song, guys. You know, but the cruelty of Jennifer's Body, man. 3 years ago. This guy's been working at it, man. I really gotta respect this. Like this kind of work, I really respect it. I almost, like, low-key earlier today, guys, I was almost thinking like, dang, honestly, we might have to like at some point just come in just straight up like that with a freaking like our own video essay like thingy majingy on the American Gamer itself, explaining the American Gamer storyline. I think we just got knifed there. Yeah, it's okay. We're AFK, so it doesn't even matter. It doesn't even matter, guys. This is more important. This is meaningful to me. This means more to me than the Roblox does right now, because we've just been playing Roblox like on stream for like pretty much every single stream so far. I'm pretty sure we played Roblox at least once. But you know, guys, that was great. Who's Lila? That video was great. You know, that one was pretty interesting to me as well. Yeah, holy video essay, all of them, man, they're all like insane lengths. All of them. And, you know, I love that, because it's like a movie is one thing, bro. Like this, you know, I'll watch this one too, Pony Island, The Hex, because all of these are connected story-wise. They're all made by the same guy. Pony Island, The Hex, and Inscription. This is all connected storyline-wise. So this was a whole thing. Like, it's basically like, this is a movie in itself. 1 hour 50 minutes. That's a movie. So that's already a whole ride with the story and like everything. And you get like a buddy to come along with you, and it's this guy with like long hair and a beard, and he's kind of a little bit like tubby, and he's a nice comforting guide. He's a guru. He's like your, you know, he's the wise older man. He's just the wizard that you come across when you're beginning your journey, and you need to like get some advice, like, what are we actually doing here, bro? Like, yeah. But he shows you, man. This guy shows you how do we actually dissect the how do we put together link together the dots. We want to connect the dots of the different like little themes, little ideas that are put together. You know, these ones look scary, bro. I don't want to watch these ones. I watched this one. This one's like not that scary, but it's like a little scary or something. It's a little scary, I guess. I think I watched this one too because it interested me, the first game to make me cry. That was like kind of interesting to me. And then again, a lot of kind of more scary seeming stuff. Or I never watched it. I mean, you know, I don't know. Just some of it stuck out more to me, right? And this stuck out quite a bit to me. Just this whole, the aesthetic and the logo and everything, like this, just everything about it, everything about that, you know? There's something about that computer, man. That desktop. Just the whole experience of when you first got on a computer, before you took the whole, like, whoa, we have a desktop. Like, before you took that for granted. Now it's just like, okay, I have all my stuff on my desktop. Like, I just put it all out. And, like, I just click on whatever I want to do. But, like, when you first get your PC, or, like, when you first get any kind of, like, device, at least for me, I spent quite a bit of time, like, messing around with every single setting, trying to, like, see how can I make it, like, really best suited for me. For real, for real. But yeah, I mean, since this looks interesting to me as well. I mean, honestly, milk inside a bag of milk inside a bag explained. It's not even story explained. It's just that explained. Art style looks cool. Art style looks cool, guys. I mean, you know, what can I say? This guy, he's desktop reveal. Hey, I think I have probably shown it before, but it is, you know, I got that Sans Undertale, cause he's a big inspiration for real. I feel like I'm Papyrus, and like Peter is Sans, you know, guys. Papyrus and Sans. You know, this is me, bro. Trust. Nah, guys, this is actually me because I'm short, guys. And I'm wearing shorts right now, guys. This is facts, guys. This is factual speaking right here. Yeah, guys, basically the whole point is... How long have we been going for this stream for? Like an hour 30? An hour 30, you know? It's been a good stream. Like I said, I didn't want to do too long stream for today. I might, you know, end it around like the 2 hour mark or even before that or something, but yeah, guys, I mean, we'll see. We might end up just watching some stuff together that like I really like, just to try to share it with whatever audience I have, because I feel like the intersection between the people that are into you know, the same music that I enjoy, this electronic hip hop and trap and like hyperpop and digicore and, you know, glitchcore, draincore, whatever you want to call it, all this stuff, this internet rap stuff, it goes so well. It goes hand in hand. The love for this like underground indie music that like has a very personal, you know, raw, unrefined touch to it. Like it's showing something from the heart, purely unfiltered, naturally, all that, guys. It's that whole itching, it's also something that a lot of people in games, I mean, it's such a natural pairing, you know, the video games and you know, just the way that video games over the years have like kind of added up and built up to like where we're at now in terms of gaming. And I mean, you know, it's funny that I say that as I'm playing Arsenal on Roblox, but I mean, you know, it is pretty silly that like we've come this far, right? Where it's like we get to a point where it's like, this is it, this is the thing here, guys. Like these games that are like a lot of the most kind of, they have the most staying power here. They have the longest lifespan. before they actually die of relevancy, like Roblox and Minecraft, these games with very simple, for the most part, it's like usually by default everything's pretty simple in terms of its graphic, you know, just all the graphics. It all looks pretty simple, you know, all this stuff's pretty blocky, and you know, it's Roblox, you know, after all. It's all, you know, it's like Legos basically. It's a simplified thing so that anyone can kind of work with it and play with it, and that it's more accessible to anybody who wants to try to create or, you know, do whatever they want to do, really. That's pretty much what it is. That's what makes it timeless, you know. That's what makes the Legos timeless. Even the like Duplos to an extent, you know. They're a good icon. Or at least I remember playing with some Duplos when I was like a youngin. I remember playing with some Duplos, some bricks, and I definitely built my fair share of Lego sets, I'll tell you that much, guys. We did plenty of Legos. Some people said when I was a kid, they were like, oh, you should be an engineer when you grow up if you like building Lego sets. And I'm like, really, dude? I just kind of think it's fun to, like, you know, see something get built into, like, you know, and like feeling like I'm actually doing it with my own hands. It's not about like engineering, you know. It's about the physical act of creating something. That's another thing that I remembered, guys. Like, low-key, I can talk about this. This is some good personal stories from when I was like a young child, really. Like, honestly, like, really just, I was thinking about this earlier today, guys. So, I mean, it's like I've already thought this through in my head. So this isn't the first time that I would be like, you know, kind of thinking it out or speaking it out loud, even necessarily. I think I might have said it to like, you know, I like to speak to myself, guys. You know, this has always been a thing. And I think it is healthy to an extent. As long as you recognize, like, obviously, it's just like, you're kind of talking into the universe. It is, like, in large part, kind of connected to this whole thing I've wanted to do for so long, to be like a YouTuber. Since I was like a little kid, I wanted to be a YouTuber. Just like make YouTube videos one way or another, and just have a fan base of people that watch me and care for what I create, pretty much. But that's the thing, right, guys? It's more about like, you have to care about what you're creating first before you can actually you know, how is anyone else going to care about what you're making if you don't care about it to begin with? Like, if you don't care about anything you're doing, and you just care about how many people are interested in what you're doing, yeah, that's not a recipe for greatness, guys. That's not a recipe for, you know, long-term success. That's a recipe for burnout and all that. And losing hope, losing hopefulness, you know, guys. Fortunately, we are gonna get some another carton of cigs soon, and this time we are gonna go ahead and try out. Well, I've already had them, but we're gonna get a full carton worth of 10 packs. You know, 10 packs of Marlboro Red 100s, and then I ordered 3 extra packs of them, as well as 3 extra packs of Marlboro Black 100s, just to have a good variety, you know, guys. So soon we're gonna have all of those, but right now I'm low-key just smoking cigarillos. Yeah, we love cigs, man. We do love cigs. I mean, hey, guys, you know, if you can't quit vaping, but you want to, you know, try to quit vaping, try smoking cigarettes instead. It can help you. It can do something good for you. But, you know, I don't know. I don't know. It works for whatever. But I just can't imagine. For me, it's just like, it feels so weird already being 18 years old, hitting a vape. Like, because that was the age. I mean, you know, I was vaping, like, however many months ago. It was only like back in May, I think, I was still vaping, to be honest, guys, before we switched to only cigarettes. So, I mean, you know, when you trust in life, life will take care of you guys. And I've been getting taken care of pretty nice with the cigs, you know. But yeah, it will hopefully be nice this time. Instead of getting a carton full of just the king size, which are a little bit shorter, we will get the full 100 length, which hopefully that'll last us a little bit longer. And yeah, just overall, I am trying to just get to a very, like, the most stable point that I possibly can get to, where I'm just so stable. Like, I'm so good. Like, I'm just chilling. I don't have to worry about, like, you know, any, like, I don't have to worry about my own year 2000s end of the world happening if, like, you know, this or that, like, happens, like, the wrong events, the wrong sequencing of events just happens to add up all at the same time, you know, guys? Problems do tend to come in packs. This is true. This is the nature of the way our mind works. When we get one issue, everything kind of starts to become an issue if you let it, like, you know, get to that point. But, I mean, hey, it's not an issue right now in this game because we're winning. We are winning. But, you know, we can't get too attached to that winning feeling because sometimes we're not winning. You know how we do it, man. Oh man, we're number one with the golden knife, man. You know how we do it. Oh boy. But yeah, guys, I don't know. The American Spirit cigs, they were good. They were definitely American Gamer approved. Oh, wow, guys. That wasn't cool at all, guys. That was mean of them to do. Yeah, the American Spirit cigs, they are American Gamer approved, but they are more expensive. They're more expansive than the freaking, they're more expensive and they're not as big as they only come in king size. They don't have 100s for American Spirits. They don't have that. They only have that for other brands, not for those. But it is what it is, guys. It is what it is. Water mode. We're drinking that water mode, guys. Make sure to smash like and subscribe if you're staying hydrated today, guys. But only if you want to. You know, you don't gotta smash like and subscribe, you know. But you know, you can do it. Go ahead and do it if you want to do it, you know. We're gonna try to get some more, little more dubbies, but we're probably gonna end before we hit the 2-hour mark. Some TBH. I don't really want to stream too late, guys. I just want to, like, get a good sleep and, like, wake up early and, like, enjoy the sun before it gets, like, too overly hot, and just kind of make sure that we're keeping our life together, guys, because sometimes it feels like if I don't make sure to keep it together, it just spontaneously falls apart. Right? A little bit. It can happen like that. It could happen. Bob 213 Job. Dang. That's crazy. They're referencing Job, the book in the Bible, guys. Y'all know that book? I relate so much to Job, guys. That guy is literally me. Nah, guys, I'm playing, guys. I'm just joking around, guys. I'm just joking. I could not be serious about that kind of stuff, guys. Because, you know, this life is just, is too short to take those kinds of things so seriously, guys. We only got, what, like 70 years here, 100 years here, if we get real good medicinal care. And then we're out of here, guys. Let's get it going. Let's work out every day until you're at a point where you're happy with how much you've trained, you know? And then, man, like, honestly, the training is just going out and living your life and doing whatever you want to do on that daily basis. That's what your training is, man. We're on Roblox gaming every day, man. Well, I'm trying to hit some meme shots here, but I gotta see. My mouth is overly dry, guys. It is a little bit overly dry. I don't know. I don't even know anymore. I don't know nothing at all, as if I ever knew. You know, guys, all I know is once I start making 20 songs a day, then I'll be happy. Just kidding, guys. Just kidding. But I do kind of want to do that. I do want to know what it's like to just try and make, like, if I can do that, like, comfortably, like, if I can naturally build up to that point where I'm able to make 20 songs a day or something, just straight up, like, just go in, get them all done, and just get them all released out and everything, cover arts and all. I mean, I'm already getting faster the more I do it. I mean, the more you do it, the more natural it becomes, guys. Now I'm about to go into the void because we won. We win. We win. And I'm about to go all the way back down to 0. Back down to 0, guys. We did it, guys. We won. We won plenty. This guy's Foxy from Five Nights at Freddy's, bro. Yo, my dog literally is like Foxy in real life, guys. Literally, guys. Literally. My dog is literally Foxy in real life. Close out of Roblox, guys. We're on Roblox gaming every day, man. Live stream gaming with the face cam. Here, let's play this. Let's play this ringtone song. I feel like this is like our stream like theme song for like the past like 14 streams, like including this one, right? Obviously. Ringtone prod me on SoundCloud right now. It's a funny song. Every day, man. With the face cam. Join Face Clan. More bass, man.
How we doing, man? We gotta make every song with haste now. Man, I'm trying to get blessed by God's grace. I've been straight streaming this life for 4
days now.
Let them mute me, can't let them take the bit rate down. I get tripped up right now, even though I'm tripping out my mind right now. Whatever I find, you already found it. Just kidding, guys. You know, I'm just playing around, guys. That's not a joke. Why you take it so seriously, man? When we get pumped, I got a pistol with the bang on. You know, I can't make this song go brand new ringtone. Yeah, you know we get stoned. Now stay up until I'm gone. You know I stayed up all night long. Yeah, I don't gotta sleep cause I just keep cooking. She said she wanted me to put a perk in her butt. I said, ew, you're a dirty mutt. You're a dog.
You'd be a dirty one. You'd be a dirty one. 30 guns.
With them, the murderers. Beat I made, then I murdered. You know, murdering people's a sin.
You ever heard of this?
You ever even heard of it? Just fly into this scene like a birdie. Didn't even read your message cause the words are blurry.
Yup. After that, it kind of gets a little bit different, a little bit funny. I mean, I switch up the vocals, right? It's just funny sometimes, you know? It's just funny sometimes, guys. Oh, you know? Dropping all these songs. We don't even care who the audience is. Dropping all these videos. I mean, I just gotta trust that as long as I'm doing whatever I care about, it's gonna work out here. Obviously, like, there's different levels to this stuff, right? Like, this guy has 42 videos up, but like each one of them is so like filled deep to the brim with like so much love and enthusiasm about what he's talking about, to the point where it's just like you can't help but stop and look in awe and wonder at what he's done, really. You know, my channel, it's also like all of this stuff I've definitely, it's, you know, it's all the same, guys. It's all the same. It's all different parts of, it's all different, you know, parts here, right? We're trying to do that sort of thing here. Like, where he has part one and it's freaking 9 hours long, you know. I guess that's the longest one he's ever done so far. It looks like 9 hour long part one video. This one's almost 9 hours, but it's just a standalone, right? So it's not as daunting as part one 9 hour long video compared to, you know. But here we actually have, if you actually intend to watch the full American Gamer Gaming series here from start to finish, and you like come in late, like if you really want to go back and see this stuff, chances are people aren't actually going to watch these things fully. They might skip around through them to look for the like funny parts, like the funny, you know, the best moments and stuff like that. But I mean, honestly, look at this stuff, guys. We've got 63 views on our part 2, our first one with face cam, 32 on the part 3, you know, 18, 28, and 15 down to 5, up to 14, up to 23, down to 21, down to 12, down to 8, up to 10 from yesterday, and then, you know, freaking here today, guys, we got like 6 views so far. That's lit, guys. That's freaking lit, guys. 6 views. That's pretty freaking good, guys. I'm happy with that. I'm gonna go ahead and give myself love a whole bunch. Give myself a whole bunch of great reactions here. Let myself know how good I'm doing here. Let everyone know how much we care about and love ourselves. As we are probably going to end the stream here in a few minutes or so, honestly. I think now's a good time to get it over with. Because, yeah, guys, I mean, yeah, the whole point is just, I literally cannot. I mean, we'll probably end up repeating ourselves anyway at the beginning of next stream before we end up starting to watch this, right? But it's just, I literally can't watch it because it's like that time of my life was so emotional already. That video had me feeling so emotional when I watched it in school because of the, you know, I already explained the whole feeling of loneliness mixed with like this crazy sense of like inspiration, like almost like connectedness with like all these other people out there who I know are out there, because otherwise, you know, these videos wouldn't even get like 250,000 views in the first place. You know, the banger stream tonight, man. Hey, real stuff, real talk. Thank you. Thank all the loyal Jam stream fans. We love it. We love it, man. We do it for the love of the game, man. That's the real truth. That's the real truth, man. Part 14th on July 12th, man. Hey. You know how it goes. You know how it goes, man. So it's just like, yeah, next time we got it. And it's gonna be, I don't know, guys. I don't know. I want to see. I'm going to have to trust. I'm just going to have to trust in God, honestly, guys. I really have to trust in God's plan. God's plan. Like Drake said, guys. Like Drake said. Like the Drake song. God's plan. God's plan. That's how he says it in the song. I'm an R&B singer, guys. I'm a pop star, rock star, trap star, R&B artist, multi-platform, like multi what's even the word? Multi art form, like different creative outlets, guys. I don't even know. I don't know. It doesn't matter, guys. It's been a lit stream. You know, a little bit shorter than usual, but we didn't even take a single break. 2-hour stream. We just busted that out. had to do it. I had to hop in, clock in. I wasn't feeling the best about like streaming today, like I said, guys, but I ended up hopping into it and it was a good stream. It was better than I probably expected it to be. Just based on like my previous experiences, the past few streams that we did, it's been, sometimes I think maybe I just need to chill, guys, because like for real, I mean, let's see how long the last ones were even. I don't even remember, guys. Yeah, freaking 3 hours, 4 hours, 3 hours 30, 4 hours 40, and that's with all the breaks cut out. So, guys, we've been doing a lot recently. Sometimes it's nice to just slow it down a little bit. Do something a little bit more minimalistical. Keep it bare bones. Keep it to the essentials. Keep it to what's necessary. And yeah, guys, I hope you guys have an amazing rest of your day, night, afternoon. Whenever you watch this, man, I hope you have a great rest of your life. Really, truly. Enjoy your life, man. Enjoy your life. And I hope that you like and subscribe for sure with those notification bells on so that you can tune in next time when we hop right into that reaction stream. We're probably done. This was the last stream playing Roblox for a while. We're probably not even actually gonna play like video games until I like specifically want to play a certain video game, guys. We'll see how we do it, but I do kind of just want to genuinely share my thoughts on someone else's thoughts on a story, which is basically someone's freaking perspective on how they see life, informing like how they made this like piece of art that because they're just making something that they thought was a cool idea. That's how all the best everything is. We always frick with American Gamer, guys. Hey, that's that, guys. I mean, no better time to get moving on to the next thing that I'm trying to do. Take the next step. We're gonna get it started right away. We're just gonna jump right into what I have to do next. And that's gonna be in this real life, off the stream, off the camera. Y'all can't come because we gotta go outside and we gotta go shank some people in the dead of night. I borrowed some money, guys, to do this whole American Gamer thing. I borrowed some loans and I couldn't really pay it back in time, guys. We haven't even finished the American Gamer project, guys. But trust me, guys, it's all coming together. I can feel it. I can see the path being laid out for us as we go on, as we continue to do more just of everything and anything that we want to do on our day-to-day basis here, guys. Just focus on today, guys. Just focus on one day at a time, taking it one day at a time, guys. Focus on just one day at a time, and that the best day to focus on is today. I'll see you guys next stream, guys. I love all of you. Thank you for everything, guys. Thank you for letting me live out my dreams, guys, of being a real YouTube live streamer. And we get to game, and we get to go pro level. And we're gonna join FaZe Clan real soon, guys. I'll see you guys then. I'll see you guys when we're in FaZe Clan. See you guys.